Well, we're off an even later start than normal. Just packing up in wet weather takes a little while longer. So, off for a 20-mile hike in the rain. Should be fun. Probably won't get a lot of videos because, as usual, the phone doesn't want to activate when things are wet and damp and cold and so on and so forth. Gotta love technology. So anyway, also looks like I'm going uphill right off the bat. It shouldn't be a real difficult day. Doesn't look like a lot of mountains. But you never know. Even the easiest ones can wear you down going straight up. So we'll see how it goes. And this here is just to show you what some of the easier part of the trail looks like in Pennsylvania as we go across the ridge of some unknown mountain. As you can see, the trail is real easy to pick out. It's kind of one of those, there's the white blaze, head for it the best you can. This is how a lot of the trail is. And not just in Pennsylvania. So those of you who want to through hike and you're looking for a nice easy trail, I highly recommend this as your first experience. So here we are at Timber's restaurant in Fayetteville. Stopped in for ice cream, decided we were going to have omelets instead. And it's a hiker friendly. They even have a sign outside saying that we're welcome. This is like the first I've seen. So we're going to take a long lunch break since we're only got 10 miles to go for the rest of the day anyway, and it's early. And while I'm here, I'm going to introduce you to one of my trail friends whose trail name is...
Hello, I'm Cavs. Nice to meet you.
There you go.
Hello, Facebook, YouTube.
So this is probably the most exciting thing that's happened today outside of my fall on the rocks, which I'll talk about later. Alright, the Quarry Gap Shelter. Pennsylvania just keeps getting fancier and fancier with their shelters. Look at that. They even got the, what do they call those?
Steeple?
Yeah, so I can't remember what they're called now, up on the roof. They have them on barns and stuff. They're kind of small. It looks like it holds about 6 in each section. Even got a skylight. Got a tarp in the back in case the weather does get back. I can't imagine the weather getting bad around here though. Nice rocking chair. God, look at this. Wooden platforms for your tents. Man. Park bench. Lovers can sit off to the side on their own. Another picnic table under cover.
Flowers.
Where's the bear hanging?
There's a bear box over there.
The latch is broken, but
oh, we walked
still
past.
works.
Okay, we got a bear box there. I walked past it and didn't even see it. I was busy focusing on finishing up that little climb. Oh, this is nice. I can imagine what the next one looks like, and that's where I'm headed. I'm not staying at this one. I'm going on to the next one. So this is the wrap up for 6/22, day 75. I'm actually doing this 2 days later than the actual date because of situations that arose. However, took off from the shelter I was at 8:30. Easy hike most of the day. Was making really good time. I did take a really bad fall. I tripped over a stupid little twig. Actually, it was a branch with a couple other little twigs attached to it. It wasn't even a 1/4 inch in diameter. It was a really small, stupid little thing. But I was up on top of the ridge in some boulders, and when I came down, it happened so fast that I didn't have a chance to even put my hands out to protect myself. I had my trekking poles in my right hand, and my left hand and arm ended up getting back behind me and pinned underneath my left side, behind my back, between the pack and my back, and then the pack got pinned between the rocks. I slammed my left cheek into a boulder, and basically I was stunned a bit. I was hiking with a guy I met called Calves that day, and I was glad he was there because basically I wasn't sure how injured I was, and I was also pinned down. I could not get up. Between the weight of the pack and being pinned between the rocks, I was kind of stuck. So he was able to grab my free hand and pull me up out of there, and we continued on. I banged up both knees, and I could feel my wrist, and my little finger on my left hand was sore, and my side was hurting a little bit, but nothing serious. So we took off and continued hiking, and didn't think anything more about it. We did stop down at a restaurant called Timbers Restaurant, which is real hiker friendly. Some of the other local patrons kind of gave us some strange looks with our hiking gear on and stuff, but the owners are very, very friendly, and they really appreciate the hikers in there. They have boards all over the walls for you to sign, and a logbook and everything. They have real good food. Nothing super special, but it's good and filling food. Their ice cream is fantastic. I had this dark chocolate with vanilla ice cream, smothered in caramel with whipped cream and nuts on top. It was delicious Sunday. That was around 11:30, and then it wasn't a half hour later we came across Trail Magic, and we were already stuffed, but we went ahead and sat around and talked with Oak and Twin Oak, who Oak himself has actually thru-hiked a number of years ago, and they come down from New Jersey. They live in New Jersey, and they come down and do Trail Magic in different areas, and so we stopped and had a Coke with them and talked with them a bit. It was interesting listening to some of their stories. Later on that day, we got nailed with rain again, and it poured down. Got to Burch Run Shelter about 4:45, so basically we made a 20-mile day in about 6 hours. We were really traveling good that day. So got to Burch Run, and pretty much had the place to ourselves. It was a real nice shelter. Had the place to ourselves until later on that night. 2 more guys that we both knew from the trail came in, and so the 4 of us were there. So that pretty much takes care of what took place for my Friday.